Today, we're discovering another hidden truth about video, the principle of what's familiar, or why being seen over and over again makes people trust you and prefer you. We'll continue this series I'm calling the unseen advantage, the hidden psychological truths behind why video is so effective for your business. Last episode, we talked about you as the expert and why showing up consistently and constantly creates a perception about your expertise. Truth of the matter, you actually have to be good at what you do in order to build a long-lasting brand. By the way, my name is Akin Akinwande, and over the last decade, I've helped brands and businesses grow with video. Have you ever heard a song that annoyed you at first, but after hearing it about 5 or 6 times, it started to grow on you, and you began to like it, to sing it, or to dance to it? That's the exposure effect. In psychology, it means that the more you see something, the more you tend to like it. Even if you didn't love it the first time, repeated exposure builds familiarity, which then becomes preference. With the song example, you begin to want to listen to the song because you know how it makes you feel, or the lyrics or the music that it has. When it comes to your brand, this is big. Your audience is constantly being exposed to content, and there's so much of it out there right now. But when they keep seeing you, they keep hearing your voice, they keep getting value from your videos, you start to feel like a friend, like someone they know, like someone they trust before they've ever met you in person. And I remember I had a client of mine that actually felt that way. Her husband watched my videos, and it was like, this is the guy that we want to work with. This is the guy that we want to film our video with. And that's exactly what happened. And that's where familiarity bias actually kicks in. We like what feels familiar. Our brain sees it as safe. It's less work to process. And that's what makes our brand feel more approachable, more trustworthy, all because you're showing up consistently. But it's not just enough to show up consistently. You have to be authentic. You have to be you. What makes you unique, the quirks and all. Even for me, sometimes it's hard to do. The hack I found is to integrate real life stories that only pertain to me in my content. Another hack is to show yourself doing what you say you do rather than just talking at videos like this. You actually have to show behind the scene content and other things and bring people along the journey of what it is that you do. You may be looking to grow your personal brand this year or a business brand. You may be curious about how content could actually help you grow your business. And if that's you, I want to invite you to the next Video Brand Challenge. This is a 5-day coaching experience, a live coaching experience that is all done on Zoom. You get access to a private community of business owners and creatives. And by the end of the challenge, you'll have clarity on what you're supposed to do online with video. You'll also have the knowledge on how to monetize your YouTube channel and set up a studio space for creating. If any of those things sound great to you, I want you to join the next Video Brand Challenge. Click the link in the description. Oh, and make sure you choose the VIP because you'll get an extra hour of bonus VIP Q&A with me every single day of the challenge. So I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Here's our uncommon angle for today. The easier something is to process, the better it feels, the smoother it lands in the mind, and the more people assume it's good. So when your audience sees your face regularly, hears your message consistently, and recognizes your visuals or your vibe, their brain starts to say, ha, I know this. This feels familiar. I had a recent client of mine say that they knew that they wanted to work with me because of how I came off in my videos. Multiple clients of mine have said that. So they could sense that I had a calm and collected personality because of my voice. And that's actually something that you want, especially when working with a videographer or a video production company, because there's going to be things that go wrong when you're filming videos, when you're filming brand content. There might be things that happen, but when you have someone that could actually remain calm in the middle of the storm and actually find creative ways to solve the problem, it actually helps out. So if you're building a photography or videography business, posting only your client work isn't building your personal brand. Your personal brand is personal to you. It should show who you are, what you value, and what it's like to work with you. Being able to build something recognizable lowers resistance. So here's how to put this idea to work in your video strategy. The first one is Be consistent. I know it sounds simple, and I know a lot of people are saying be consistent, but showing up weekly or even a few times a week is one of the most powerful things you could do. Consistency builds momentum, and momentum propels your business forward. One of the easiest ways to remain consistent is by using a strategy that you could repeat over and over again. Overcomplicating your content or filming in a way that you don't enjoy is not going to make you consistent. So find what makes you consistent and what you enjoy about filming your content. The next thing is to spread your presence. Don't rely on just one platform. Clip your videos, repurpose your videos, your content across YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever people are. But I'll add this caveat that you should find ways to get people off your platform and into your email list or the platform that you control. And also, like nowadays, it's important to actually film specifically for the platform that you're posting on. Like when you're doing YouTube long form videos, film specifically for that. Try not to clip it for Instagram or for LinkedIn. I'll go into that in the next point. But the next thing is to keep your brand familiar. Create a space for your creativity and for when you're creating. This actually helps you building a look for your visual brand, one that people could see and know it's you. Over time, you could iterate and find versions of that visual identity. And that actually helps you remain consistent. When you have a space that you could just walk into, turn on some lights, turn on the camera, turn on your audio and start recording, it makes it consistent. And it lowers that resistance for creating content. The next thing is to create long form videos and short form videos that are contextual to the platform you're posting on. But when you're starting out, it's okay to take the clips from your long form video content and then post it as short form content. But I've realized that creating something specific for each platform is now the way to go. You could take the same idea, but make them unique to each platforms. For example, I could take a long form video about how many lenses that I have and make a long form video. But I could also take that same video and shorten it down to 30 seconds, 45 seconds to a minute. Same idea, same content, short form versus long form, elaborating on each lens versus cutting it down for Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok, and stuff like that. So moving on, in the sea of content, being familiar makes you preferred. It's not always the loudest or the fanciest that wins. Oftentimes, that may be the case for a period of time, but the one who keeps up showing up with value, clarity, consistency, that is what is preferred. So if you feel like you're not getting what you want out of your content right now, do not quit. Keep showing up. The unseen advantage is our work behind the scenes. The work works on you internally before it's seen externally by people. Sometimes that's why people coined the term overnight sensation or overnight success when it did not happen overnight. It actually took work. It started working internally before it actually started working externally for you. So if this episode gave you a new perspective, share it with someone that is building a brand or building a business. Subscribe and comment on what you'll be implementing this week. And until next time, you'll create something. So go create. Peace.